You gotta get these feathers out of here. Oh, you put on the car.
Yeah, you're right.
And that was it.
He's got the party face.
Supposed to.
Jan, you need to be in here.
That's how I found out that I'm on this program.
Which service is
Oh, yeah.
I just have to come back and sit next to my man Frank.
So I don't want to. That's fine. I just don't want to put you on the end that way. Right, and then I'll go back.
I know I should see them, but I don't.
Oh, so much better.
Yes.
They had all those bamboo.
The tree, there's no reason it's actually suffocating. If it does, it'll take a long time. Ain't worried about it. That's a cold seat.
I know, what are you going to do? You won't be long. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to thank everybody for doing everything. Yeah.
I wasn't told this is your break.
And some funny. Oh, I thought that before. I was like, what's the water? It's gotta be curious.
Wherever you feel comfortable, you're going to then, make colors.
Yeah.
Okay, so here comes the colors.
I don't recall that. You know, it certainly should be closed now.
The trees were just going to see those. What's there?
Oh, that's it.
Hey, Mark.
Good, how are you?
There's one.
Hey!
You'll have to be the stand. Guys are standing. My stands are So, let's get started.
Yeah.
You're going to have to project. Do you want to,
Hi, Paul. How are you?
Hey, Paul. The mover and the shaker of the chair. How are you?
I guess not. Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to get started. Welcome to the rededication of the Lincoln Exedra here in the city of Peekskill, New York. My name is Teresa Knickerbocker. I am the Vice President of the Lincoln Society in Peekskill, and I'm also the Mayor of the Village of Buchanan, so I wear two hats. I am also going to introduce the other dignitaries with us today. We have the Honorable John Testa, County Legislator, and we also have I could ask you to please rise and bow your heads for a moment. Thank you. Almighty God, we give you praise and honor as we begin today's ceremony. We are thankful for everyone's efforts as we celebrate this historic event. May we remember the deeper meaning of the day as we gather for reflection and fellowship, and we ask all this in your glorious name. Amen. All right, now I'd ask you to remain standing for Augie Augustowski, who will be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Dennis. We have two flags present. We're going to be pledging to this one. Please face the flag, and we'll start the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. Melissa Martin is going to sing the Star Spangled Banner. Melissa. You may be seated. Enjoy the rain. We're here today to rededicate the Lincoln, etc. And I'm here today to give us a little history of the original dedication, which is shown in this photograph here. Of course, the Exedra, the purpose of the Exedra is to give us a view of the site where President Lincoln stopped in Peekskill in 1861 on his way to his inauguration. This site was chosen because the property itself was donated by a former president of the Lincoln Society and also a veteran of the Civil War. It was Mr. John Smith. He donated the property February 12, 1921. He served as president of the Lincoln Society from 1917 to 1918, and it was his wish that this site be used at some future date to have some kind of a monument that would acknowledge the visit by President-elect Lincoln. Shortly after he donated this property, and by the way, this site has another rather significant piece of history. When Lincoln was here in 1861, there were about 1,000 or more citizens here to greet him. The Jefferson Guards was a New York State militia group. They dressed up in fancy uniforms and marched in parades and sort of served as a reserve if it was ever needed. There were actually called into service during the Civil War for a short period to help defend Washington, D.C. Now, they had two old-fashioned brass cannons that they used for drilling and so forth. One of those cannons was situated somewhere in this area to give a 21-gun salute to recognize the Vice President or the President-elect. Now, with a cannon, with 1,000 people down there, you certainly wouldn't want the cannon down there with the people around. This site gave them a good view of the train as it would approach Peekskill. As they came across the bridge to Mansville, they started firing the 21-gun salute. Now, those old cannons took about a minute or more to reload and to refire, so a 21-gun salute is going to take about a half an hour. So as soon as they saw the train coming around the corner, they started the salute, and that also alerted the people down below that the President-elect was on his way. The cannons themselves, which were really assigned to the Jefferson Guard, probably did not accompany them to Washington, D.C. They probably stayed here in Peekskill. And in fact, in 1864, the state of New York reassigned those cannons to the Peekskill Military Academy to be used for training with the young cadets. And those cannons remained there for many, many years. They eventually became obsolete, and also the wooden carriages deteriorated by the weather. But the cannons themselves were still there. And the Peekskill Military Academy class of 1930 had the cannons refurbished and mounted in granite blocks. And they still are outside of what used to be our administration building on Elm Street. You can still see the cannons, and one of those was used to fire the 21-gun salute. Well, as I mentioned, the property was donated to the Lincoln Society by John Smith, and shortly after that, they started working on a design for this Exedra. By the way, what is an Exedra? It's just a Latin term for bench. It was normally an outdoor bench, usually curved, and it was a place where you could sit and contemplate and look upon a beautiful landscape, a historic building or historic place, or a statue or something of that nature. The Exedra was designed by Gilbert Anderson, who was a Peekskill architect. His brother was an artist, and he made a beautiful rendering of this installation, and he used it to aggressively seek funds to build the Exedra. It actually took almost 8.5 years to fully fund and pay for this. However, in 1925, in the summer of 1925, construction was actually begun. The granite came from the Mohegan Granite Quarry, and so it's all native, and the craftsmen who constructed this also were local builders and so forth. At that time, 1925, the president of the Lincoln Society was Chester Smith. Now, you may have heard of Chester Smith. He was a very, very community-minded, active citizen who promoted the history of Peekskill. And he was one of the early members of the Lincoln Society and was actually president of the Lincoln Society in 1925. He took the bull by the horns, and he got the construction started and monitored it so that from the summer of 1925 until October 6th, the construction was completed and the dedication actually took place. And it's shown in this photograph that you see right here. So you see back then there weren't all of these trees, so you had a much nicer view. Maybe someday we'll take those trees down. Anyway, the Exedra has been here for 92 years and 1 month, exactly as of tomorrow. The Lincoln Society donated the Exedra to the city of Peekskill for their ongoing maintenance, and it stood here for 92 years. and it was in need of some significant care and repair. The Lincoln Society once again came forward, and under the leadership of our past president, Barbara, they put together the funds and the capability to do the work that was needed to keep the place from literally falling apart. So very extensive work had to be done. You can't see it from here, but around the back there was a lot of wear and tear on the installation. The original price for building the Exedra was $6,100.85. And old Chester Smith probably wisely used every penny of that. And he was the prime mover for all of the years after it was built, continuing to pay the bills to come up with that $8,000 that was necessary. But now, the Exedra is ready for at least another 92 years. Going through a lot of work. We could not aggressively clean it. It looks a little bit dirty and shabby, but the stone, even though it's granite, is delicate. So it has to be treated rather carefully. We're going to do a little bit more work on that to hopefully brighten it a little bit more, but we don't want to damage it, that's for sure. So we don't want to stand here too much longer because it's getting more and more rain. But I'd like to point out on the picture that you see here, all of the local dignitaries that were present at that dedication. It was a significant event for the city of Peekskill, and in particular, if you look carefully, there was a black man seated right about here. That was James W. Hankins. He was here to praise and to acknowledge the efforts of President Lincoln for freeing his people, the Emancipation Proclamation. In addition, he praised the families of Peekskill for sending their boys to fight in that effort. And Peekskill had over 600 local men who served in the war. And at least 91 of them were killed or died as a result of disease during the war. And he spoke quite eloquently about Rather. The Lincoln Society published this booklet, which gives all of the speeches and all of the details of the event of that day. This is on permanent display at the Peekskill Museum, which was also founded by Chester Smith. And it's very interesting to read. It's very interesting if you look at the details and some of the things that the nation was facing like 92 years ago. They're very well in line with some of the problems that we're facing today. It's a historic document, and it's available if you'd like to come up to the museum any Saturday to read it. So that's about as much as I have to say at this point. Now I'd like to introduce John Testa, who's going to give us some insight into his family's experience with
My apologies, I have left out two dignitaries. One is Joe Torres, councilman for the city of Peekskill, and also former councilwoman Kathy Pisani from the city of
As you can tell, we're trying to be as historically accurate as possible, which is why we don't have a PA system here. But the cars kind of get in the way of that authenticity that we're trying to have here. But just on the side, I just want to thank Barbara Karasiotis. When she became president of the Lincoln Society, I know how hard of a job that is because I did it twice. You want to make your mark, you want to do something under the Lincoln Society that will be part of their mission. And part of their mission has always been this Exedra here. And after 92 years of it deteriorating and getting to the condition that it was, she saw that it was time to do something about it. It was the city's history. We have a lot of new residents in Peekskill who know nothing about it. So this is very, very important that we have this event today. And it's very, very important that we maintain this. And Barbara did a wonderful job. I want to thank her personally for everything. Very hard job, as you can imagine. This restoration project is from bottom up, front to back, inside and out. Everything that you can think of was touched up or fixed or replaced, even to the point where these capstones in the front that went missing somewhere along the line over the last 92 years, but now they're back and it looks wonderful. And as you'll see, the brass or the bronze plaque that's going to be unveiled was completely restored. It was very badly damaged over the years, and now it's back to its original condition, so we all look forward to seeing that. And I've been asked to just give a little bit about why it's important to me as a person, personally with my family. If you look up the street where that blue vinyl siding is, that's the building that was my great-grandfather's barber shop. And this was known as the Italian area of town where all the immigrants had come from Italy and lived in this area. Grenzi Quarry was mentioned before. Mohegan Lake was a relation to my family. There was an intermarriage between the Testas and the Grenzis. And so there was a lot of pride in being an American citizen, to be living here, and to be part of the community as a businessman, as my great-grandfather was. And he was one of the contributors to the original Exedra that's here today. So I'm proud of that connection. You always wonder as you grow up, and as I've been involved with the Lincoln Society and other historic preservation efforts, why we have that inner feeling of why we do what we do. And I think a lot of it, I like to think a lot of it goes back to them. So I want to thank everyone involved. I want to thank the Lincoln Society, and I want to thank the city of Peekskill for helping us do this. Mayor Catalina helped us get this ready to be here today, and everyone involved. So enjoy and spread the history to everyone you know, why we're here today and what this means. Thank you.
Before I start, I just wanted to say that this really was a labor of love for each and every one of us here today. Thank you so much for coming out in this god-awful weather. But before I begin, and I want to talk a little bit about the project and confess that on a personal note, the Lincoln Exedra has always had a very special place in my heart. As a child, my mom would take my siblings and I, brother and carriage, out for a walk on a sunny day with the Exedra as our destination. We would curiously look at the bronze plaque, take in the beautiful views of the Hudson, and rest up for our long walk home. What strikes me today, after all these years, however, is that, as my friend Evelyn relayed to me, that as children we all knew that Lincoln had come to Peekskill long before we had a realization of who Lincoln really was. And I hope and trust that the Lincoln Exedra holds similar memories and sentimental value for many of you as well. And I know Mr. Miller told me it did for him. So at this point, I just want to talk a little bit about the project and how this whole plan came about. And that is just a little over a year ago, a little birdie, or should I say a big bird, by the name of John Testa, put this bug in my ear about how the restoration of the Exedra would be a worthy project for the Lincoln Society to undertake, since the monument had fallen on hard times and was in utter disrepair. At the time, this idea seemed like such a big challenge. So, as the then president of Lincoln Society, I turned to some of my trusted fellow board members, like Paul Crum, Deb Polhill, to get their input to see if and how we could possibly get this thing done. They said, yes, we can make this happen. And so the society agreed to the undertaking, and we started setting up some moderate goals, and an amazing thing happened. Not only did folks support us by coming out to our fundraising dinner dance, but checks started coming in from so many individuals who could not make the fundraising gala, but wanted to be a part of restoring this tiny piece of history here in Peekskill to its former glory. A history that obviously was and is so very important to so many who grew up in and around the city of Peekskill. So please let me continue by saying, I know I'm going to be a little long-winded, but I want to say my thank yous, how grateful we are to each and every one of you for your donation, as well as to the greater community for the outpouring of support we receive. What I also wanted to emphasize here is that regardless of monetary value of the donation, I have been particularly touched by the spirit and love of community and history with which these donations were made. With your support, we have realized our dream of restoring the Exedra to its former glory, And again, none of this would be possible without each of you. At this time, it's with deepest gratitude that I must acknowledge the generosity of our major benefactors, whose names you will see inscribed on the new plaque right up here in the front right corner of the Exedra, in alphabetical order, and I'm going to ask you to please stand. Friends of Francis Sereno Catalina. My family. Here representing my family is my nephew Nick. Where are you, Nick? Standing up in the back. Okay. Hussein Coder and Olga Tomeo. The Honorable Teresa Knickerbocker. The Honorable Kathy Pisani. And last but not least, the Honorable John Testa and family. Before we move on, I would be remiss if I didn't thank some of the key players for their roles in making the project possible. First off, the Lincoln Society for agreeing to undertake this project, and a special thanks to Bob McFarland, who worked so diligently in running our silent auction, which had its best year ever last year. Secondly, I would like to thank Mayor Frank Catalina and the Common Council for giving us the necessary approvals to undertake this project, as well as to Brent Van Zandt, Director of City Services, and his crew for working hard to prepare the site for this day by chopping down all of these trees, as you can see, to help restore the view as it had been when the Exedra was originally built. And of course, thank you, Peekskill Police Department. Special thanks to our contractors, Tom Clemson, who did a great job with the capstones, and a big thank you to Bruce Harper and his partner, Franco, who worked so hard to restore the integrity of the deteriorating monument, and to Franco, who took my plants home and took good care of them until the time that he could plant them just before the ceremony. Anyway, there are a lot of people, too numerous to thank, but special thanks to Tony Washington and all of you who would help me set up today, Barney Malloy, Bill Miller, and of course Barney, who agreed to film the event. Lastly and most importantly, my heartfelt thanks, and I want to emphasize the word heartfelt, to my inner circle here. They kind of know who they are. We have the committee, we have John Testa, we have Deb Carlin-Colhill, we have Teresa Knickerbocker, we have Kathy Pisani, and Paul Crum. Okay? So, without further ado, the moment comes that we are going to unveil the original plaque, and then we will conclude our program fairly shortly. So, Mr. Testa.
Frank's out, okay.
Honorable Frank Catalina Mayor. Sorry about that.
Forget the mayor.
My papers are bleeding.
More than 7 years ago, President Lincoln gave a famous speech. The words were historic, and it was very brief. My words may not be historic, but they will be brief. I just want to, I think it would be remiss if we didn't recognize a great friend of Peekskill who served many years on the Common Council, Bill Schmidt. On behalf of the city of Peekskill, we want to thank the Lincoln Society for taking it upon themselves to restore this great monument. It just goes to the whole Republican philosophy of self-help, self-determination. The government cannot do everything. That you have to be self-reliant and take it into your own hands. If you see something you don't like, see if you can fix it first before you ask your country or your city to do it for you. So thank you all for being here. As I look across this crowd, I would not be mayor today if it wasn't for the people sitting here today. And I want to thank you for the support you've given me, and it's really the support that you've given the city over your lifetimes. So thank you very much.
It's my honor to play a tune that probably goes back to the Civil War period. It's called Hallelujah.
Okay, and now it is with great pleasure that I introduce Deb Carlin-Pohill, Lincoln Society board member and an integral part of the Exedra project committee who recite Lincoln's address to the citizens of Peekskill. Here you go, Deb. Oh, of course. We'll do that. We'll do that after? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon. So, during President Lincoln's historic visit here to the city of Peekskill, these were the words he used to address the populace. In regard to the difficulties which lie before me and our beloved country, if I can only be as generously and unanimously sustained as the demonstrations I have witnessed indicate I shall be, then in my management of public affairs I shall not fail. Without your sustaining hands, I am sure that neither I nor any other man can hope to surmount these difficulties. I trust that in the course I shall pursue, I shall be sustained not only by the party that elected me, but by the free, intelligent, and earnest support of the patriotic people of the whole country. These were the words of President Abraham. Thank you. Okay, we're just about ready to wrap this up, but we forgot a couple of people. We wanted to thank Paul's daughter, Alyssa Martin, for her rendition of Star Spangled Banner. Paul Martin and Janice Malloy, who I think is already heading down to get the refreshments ready. So, as we close our program today, I wonder whether the original founders of the Exedra would have envisioned that almost 100 years later, we would be gathered here together to acknowledge their vision and to rededicate this memorial to one of our country's most beloved presidents of these United States. I would also like to hope that perhaps 100 years from now, that the Lincoln legacy will continue to live on in the hearts and minds of citizens of Peekskill, and that a similar crowd will gather here at this very spot to once again rededicate the Exedra and celebrate our Mr. Lincoln and his connection to Peekskill. So thank you for being so patient. There are refreshments down at the Lincoln Depot, and again, thank you so much.
Mentioned Dominic Giusti from Highland Welding. We need to thank him. Whenever something has to do with metalworking, when somebody needs advice and help, Dominic's the man who always helps, generates his time and dedicates himself to the city, all gratis, and he helps us. Do you think getting that plaque off and then putting it back on was easy? It was not. Dominic helped us find the right artisans to restore it. So I want to thank Dominic for all he does for us and for the city of Highland Welding. Thank you. You're welcome to come down to the Lincoln Depot for refreshments and to dry out a little bit. Come on down.
Heading to Jersey. Going now to Jersey. Patterson.
Okay, let's get the major donors. Where did